I really wanted to create kind of an immersive experience. You know, we're really good, or I rather am really good at building rides, but to me it was about building something that was in totality something bigger than just a ride. And we have a wonderful opportunity here at the park to bring animals and rides together, and this was one of those opportunities where I try to really take that up to the maximum that I could. So some of it was like the custom entry marquee, which is, you know, I wanted it to look like really big old timber built over rock. And you know, the big Sidewinder, we actually built it with LED lights, so at night the eyes glow in the dark. And those are kind of the small details that I really wanted to get in here. And if you want to walk around, we can kind of take a look at some of the other things that we've got going on. Why don't we go this way and around? And then I'm also kind of an Easter egg kind of guy, so everybody got a little Easter egg. Laureano Landings, Laureano is my last name. And a lot of folks who were key players in the project all have some kind of a fictitious company or something associated with their name that's kind of been placed throughout the ride area to give everybody kind of a nice little nod as my token of appreciation. So, and these are all custom rocks. We worked with a company down in Southern California. His name is Stone Face Incorporated, and he came over and hand sculpted all of the rock and even the marquee sign that looks obviously looks like timber. That's all concrete and a special mix. That was all hand carved. And then within all of this, we also, you know, created exhibit space for a number of different snake species, and we were able to mix in some digital media, and we're able to do things like information, trivia. At one point, we hope to incorporate things like the ride wait time, and maybe even like special offers for Sidewinder sacks, for example. Just a way to better communicate with folks and be able to change things rapidly. So there are 3 snake exhibit buildings. They're kind of separated. There's there's a big themed door. I wanted it to look like almost like an abandoned shaft, or like we were trying to block something off. From this side, this is an actual workspace. Sneak peek. Nothing too, it's a little dirty back there, but all it is a workspace, but most folks wouldn't know it. And to keep our snakes and things happy. And to me, part of a safari campsite, part of it was the texture. I wanted something that looked like, you know, we had a canopy or some sort of a campsite, and so this end of it became that for me, and it still provides adequate shade, and it has a useful purpose, but it also brings a certain feel right to the safari camp feel. And then if you want to take a look inside, I did some cool things in here. Like this is one of my favorites. When we designed the queue line, I wanted to have some cool things, and nice little snake bite is what I call that. It actually runs off of a PLC that I stole from a ride that we retired. We just reprogrammed it to do obviously a very simple job, but again, it's the little details and things that make it fun. What else do we have over here? We also have our little generator. So the whole campsite has, obviously to meet code, all the real electrical is inside of this roof, but we hung additional cabling to make it look like it was coming down and running off of this generator. And there's actually an old, what they call a hit and miss motor, and this is something I had no idea. I had to learn about it and figure out what all that was, and that motor actually runs. But you know, again, there's little like checklists and like a maintenance generator log checklist, and that's got names of folks who worked on the project, and again, were key players. And just a lot of, like I said, the textures, like each one of the bases here is a different size crate, like a shipping crate, and the rope and the camo netting, all those different things help bring the story kind of to life. And again, look on this side. This is the back side of that workspace, and all of this is a wall on the other side. It's not an actual game. So, yeah, I mean that's really it. I put I think a lot of effort into it, and I hope people enjoy it and get to experience it, because it is more than just the ride itself.